every time we mounted it on him. He got a little squirrely and had a good time with it. This is on the Appleton Highway on day 6, and we found a beautiful overlook toward Mount Adams. So we've been riding the Appleton Glenwood Highway, a twisting, curving mountain road with fantastic pavement. I mean, no tar snakes, no gravel really that I encountered at all. This is just a turnout for it, but real grippy pavement. All so that we could get to that view right there, Mount Adams. Amazing view here. When you first, at one point, when you first break over one of the hills, and you see that for the first time off to your left, coming down this way. I mean, for somebody from the east like me, it's breathtaking. It takes your breath away when you see this thing just dominating the vision to the left. Unbelievable, man. We're actually going to ride closer to it, and so that's going to be really thrilling. When these guys up here call a lot of the roads in Washington, Northern Oregon, and Western Idaho God's own racetrack, I see what they mean. The roads are great, and the views are just a God thing, man. It's really fascinating. It's amazing. Back on board with Ted, rolling the Appleton Highway, Appleton Glenwood Highway. Man, the curves, you can really have a lot of fun on them if you're a canyon carver. That is for sure. Yeah, Ted, hello. And of course, a complimentary butt cheek shot of me. I want to say this is out toward the Beezy Corner area, little town that's little map dot that's got one gas station, but beautiful views and fantastic roads. These are the fellas ascending up toward the top of Klickatack Gorge. Great curves, great roads, and a pretty spectacular view once you get to the top of it. Of course, they're leaving the rest of the crew behind. They're just hauling butt to the top. These 3 VFR boys. Man, I would be too. Fantastic roads up here. And this, man, it was nice to finally have days that actually broke into bright sunshine and blue skies. Phenomenal. Temperatures were nice and comfortable too. Perfect riding weather, perfect roads, perfect place to be to ride. I love the sound of the VFR V-twin with the open pipes. Man, you can hear them roaring even up that far ahead. Running closer along the gorge here. It's getting deeper as we go higher. Curves are getting a little bit tighter. But great sweepers, man. We're just enjoying this. You can really lean hard into these curves and then accelerate out well. Not so much the tight 15-mile-an-hour ones, but just those great sweepers. And this is their favorite overlook, so great spot right here. Yeah, boy. Let's ride. So, Ted, where are we at the top of right here?
We're at the top of what we call Glenwood Canyon. Behind us is probably every canyon racer's dream when it's a crowdy day, it's a rainy day, and you're thinking, God, I really want to be on a canyon road. This is it. If you look in the textbook under Canyon Road, this is it. We just got done slaughtering it with the Wild Rose Squad, and we finally didn't have any rain.
Yeah, the rain broke, and it's man, beautiful blue skies. So where are we headed to next?
Next, we're going to actually drop down to Klickatack Gorge, which is, again, every canyon racer's dream. And just a warning, Rob, the first part has no center stripe. It's white line on one side, white line on the other.
Oh boy.
One car width down, and it's a steep downhill. So it's another adventure. Then we're going to follow the Klickatack Canyon all the way to the gorge, and then go to the infamous Rowena Curves.
That's cool. Good deal. Up next.
That was a
Klickatack River. What'd you say it was, Terry? The only one that's the only
totally untamed. No,
untamed and
no,
never been dammed up
nope.
or.
One of the last ones.
Yeah, I agree. Back on board, man. Let's ride this thing again. I'm starting to have some fun on this big ST1300. Getting a good feel for it after carving up for days on it, rain and shine. Climbing back up out of the canyon, up into the open country up top. These roads, like I've said before, are super grippy. They've got a kind of a more of a coarse compound, which means, you know, people that ride it every day with automobiles and trucks, it'll eventually wear your tires out for a little bit. Hey, when you're on a motorcycle, you appreciate grip, and there's a lot of it on these roads for sure. Back on board with Ted. It seems like everywhere you go up in that part of the state we were riding in, it's like Mount Hood was watching over us, or Mount Adams, like in this case. You'd round these corners and just see the mountains staring back at us. That's Jeff Piper, one of the guys that pulled over up ahead, wanted to get some pictures of the fellas as they rode by. But these volcanoes just dominate the landscape up there. Yeah, Ted, you're treating it like a track day. Hey man, may as well get squirrely on it if you got the means, right? Love that VFR V-twin rev. Listen to that thing. Got a great roar to it. Echo some of that off the canyon walls. Ride it like you stole it, Ted. All right, if you can get a good look at the speedometer in there, drop it in the comments below. I can't make it out, but I'm sure it's brisk. We'll just say that. Man, I could ride these roads all day long, that's for sure. As could Ted, obviously. I think this was a road down to what was called the Mount Adams Ice Caves. And in the article, we've got some. So we motocross a bunch of sport and sport touring bikes. And then we, with full motorcycle riding gear, we go caving in the ice caves. And then we come out and find all these classic old, you know, antique automobiles. It's been a good day. It was a very good day. Heading back toward the border between Washington and Oregon, because we were going to cross back briefly into Oregon to take a ride on a very famous set of curves. All right, Rob and Ted, we're back in Oregon and outside of the Dalles at check this out. It's called the Rowena Curve. Tell us a little bit about it, Ted.
This is the old historic Highway 30 that people used to use before they built Interstate 84 that went across the Columbia River Gorge, and was specifically designed by the engineer to be a beautiful road. Not necessarily to be the fastest road, but designed to get you from point A to point B in the most beautiful way possible. And one of the highlights are beneath us called the Rowena Curves, a couple of steep hairpins coming up. Guardrails are all made of hand-laid concrete. And it really is just a beautiful, beautiful road, and it's not very long, but man, it's sure worth it. Did you have a good time?
That was crazy fun climbing up here, man.
And if you look at the front cover of Butler Maps, you'll see this exact spot on the Rowena Curve, so it's a pretty historic place to go.
Yep, excellent. So much fun to climb this. Now we're gonna go back down.
Now we get to go down.
Here, we're taking it back down the Rowena Curves. It's only a few curves, but they're famous because of just how tightly banked and how tightly curved they are, like really a true hairpin. And they were built in the 1930s, like we said, and with stone-placed guardrails, so you definitely don't want to roll into them. But and actually I think they graced the cover of Butler Maps for the Oregon issue, and I've seen them on other in other publications as well. So it's a short little hop, short little set of curves, but very famous, very well known, and it runs right up by the Columbia River Gorge. There were high winds up top, as you could tell. The wind just blows down through the Columbia River basin there. And it's apparently a windsurfer's dream. The river flows one way, like I've said in one of the other commentary areas, and the wind blows back up in another direction. So it's like a windsurfer's dream. Not so much for motorcyclists when you've got heavy winds blowing against you, but man, it made for just a memorable ride. I enjoyed the Romina Curves. It was really cool getting to ride those things. And this is pretty much out the other side, heading down toward, close to the river level. And then we crossed back over into Washington, headed back up to Morning Song, ate dinner, and had a few beers and talked through another glorious day of riding. Really, really was. Well, man, at the end of a day, we're back at Morning Song, and man, it has been one heck of a day of riding. Tell us again, where'd we go? You know this area by the back of your hand, man. There's Mount Hood in the background. Beauty, boy. We saw the other one north of here, Mount Adams. Incredible. What did we do today?
Well, you're getting to know your mountains pretty well.
I am.
There's a lot of them. That's awesome. Well, the route we did was kind of a big figure eight, but ironically, we rode about 130 miles of curves, but never got more than 25 miles with this spot. We went south, went up the figure eight, did another loop down, explored some ice caves and did some spelunking.
That was fun.
Went down to a little place called Beezy Corner, which is nothing more than a gas station, went up to Glenwood, and then did every canyon racer's dream from Glenwood up to the top of Klickatack. Then followed a beautiful mountain road right down through the gorge, right next to river, all the way down to Oregon, where we did the infamous Rowena Curves. You can find another video on that somewhere, and it's a pretty historic road, which is a fitting way to head what's been, gosh, a pretty historic trip. Your first week in the Northwest.
I know. Won't be my last. That's for sure.
Hopefully not. But don't come. The roads are horrible. The beer is dry. The women are ugly, and people are jerks. So don't come because
and the coffee's stale.
The coffee is horrible because we're kind of keeping this our own little secret. In fact, I won't even tell you the name of the place, the town we're at. I even changed the name in my write-up. Because we hide this place to protect the people that are some of the best people on earth and some of the best riding on earth too.
So, but Road Dirt is privy to it because
exactly
we're a very closed community and you're included. So, all right, more tomorrow. We'll tell you in the morning. We'll where we'll be off to again. We're going to try to. I guess we're going to try to shoot a video a day. So. More riding tomorrow as we get ready to wrap this all up in the next couple of days. So. It ain't over yet, baby.